welcome back to Miss Melanated, where we shed light on Black creatives all over the DMV. Today, we're here with no other than CEO and entrepreneur, Boss Beez.
Thank you.
Yes. Today he's going to be letting us know what it takes and what it really means to run Double M Studios. Let's get it. So, Beez, we about to jump right into it. How you feeling this morning?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling balanced. I woke up early, got my workout in before I came here.
Ate your eggs?
You feel me? Ate my eggs, exactly. You feel me? So my brain's feeling clear. I'm active.
All right.
Cool. You good?
Yes, I'm good. We finna do this.
Amen.
So, why Double M? What does Double M stand for?
Double M stands for Morality Music. Okay, when I first became a manager and I started my management company, I labeled it Morality Music, and I built a good brand and respect for how I was as a manager. So by the time it was time to open a studio, it made sense to keep the brand going. Morality Music, Double M Studios. So that's what it stands for.
Okay.
And at the studio, we have a joke. We say the M stands for Mafia. It stands for family because of how we move as a unit. So, yeah.
Okay.
That's what it stands for.
I was going to ask you this, but I feel like you already answered. What does Double M personally mean to you?
Exactly. And like you said, I answered it. It really means family. It means brotherhood. It means togetherness. It means going through your problems together, chasing your dreams together, growing together, helping one another. That's what the M stands for. That's why we say mafia. We're not talking about crime. We're talking about the unity.
Oh no, we're not talking about crime.
We ain't talking about no crime.
It's a criminal activity.
We ain't talking about no crime, man. We don't do that.
Okay, so how do you feel like Double M? I say the what is this joke called?
The logo.
The logo. There we go. The logo and the brand. How do you feel like it fits the studio?
Let's start with the logo. The logo fits the studio because one, it's an M, so we're keeping that going. Two, I really take pride in that logo because I hand drew it. You know, it wasn't just, hey, make an M how we want it.
Oh, so that's why we thought it was a microphone, because you hand drew it.
Yeah. Nah, that's you try to bid me. You try to play me, but nah, I hand drew it. It's really it's the turntable. It's the desk. If you really look at it, the two speakers at the top, and then it make the M.
Kel explained it to me.
Kel was a hater at first. He ain't like it, but it grew on him. So I feel like, you know, again, it comes from the heart. That's why the logo fits the studio. It came from the heart. As far as the brand, like I said, we're just keeping the M going. Morality Music, it's a different M. Double M Studios is a different M. And then Zach is working on some. I'm not going to say the name of it, but it's another different M. You get what I'm saying? We're just keeping everything together.
So, okay, you said that you have a management company called Morality Management.
Morality Music Management. Yeah.
Morality Music Management. What made you want to invest in a studio, start a studio, and branch out even further, take it a step further from management?
Okay, so when I started managing, I take everything I do serious, okay? So I want to be the best at what I do. And I actually want to provide help. You know, I want to actually bring an impact to the community. You get what I'm saying? So as a manager, I noticed a lot of obstacles my artist was going through. Overpaying for studio thing, studio time. Not having enough budget to market. Little things like that. So I would always ask myself, I would always tell myself, I know how to help Nash through this, but how am I helping the community? And that's where Double M Studios came from. You get what I'm saying? So not only is this an engine for the label on my side, but it's also a way that I could impact the people around me. I can also help artists who are chasing their dreams, get access to the studio in a better flow. Do you get what I'm saying? I always say, well, you'll probably ask this later, but shit, let me say it now. I always say the point of the studio is to create the best experience for ambitious artists to feel supported, empowered, and clear-minded when they're chasing their dreams. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, my shit's smooth, ain't it?
Yeah, respect to that. Respect to that. So, what drives you to keep the doors open?
It's all I have. It's all I have. I never got bad grades in school, and I dropped out of college because I believed in this dream. You know, I was just telling my partners the other day, belief is all I have. Belief is what made you guys work here. You get what I'm saying? Belief is what keeps everything going. So that's what drives me. It's all I have. You know, there's a book I read that talked about how this army, they went to war. Back in the day, you had to travel by boat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Park your boat, fight in the other land, and whatever happens, happens. But this one general, he would tell his army to burn the boats. The boats they traveled to the other land with, he would say, burn them all.
Oh, that nigga was
we
psycho,
ain't going back. You get what I'm saying? We either gonna win this war and conquer this land, or we're done. He would say, burn the boats. So I feel like
there ain't no plan B out here, my nigga.
Plan B. So with this whole thing, we done burnt the boats. Like, that's what keeps this.
I thought you was about to say you got bad grades and
oh,
that's why
no.
you done burnt the boats.
Hell no. I purposefully burnt the boats. I knew what I was doing. I purposefully got tattoos on my hand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, stuff like that. Like,
yeah.
I knew exactly what I was doing. I burnt the boat on purpose, and this is my only dream. This is the only thing I care about. It's the only thing I want to be the best at. So I'm attacking full-fledged. If I lose, at least I knew I lost like a champion.
Yeah,
you know
going in.
That's
That's
my motivation.
So what do you feel like is the most important thing when running a studio?
Are you talking about internally or externally?
Whatever you want to talk about.
Internally, I'll talk about internally. Internally, I feel like the most important things are trust. We all have to trust each other to do our jobs. Nobody's stepping on my toes. I'm not stepping on anybody else's toes. And we keep that moving. Care. We all have to care a certain way. Not just about the studio, but about ourselves. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to care about yourself enough to wake up early and be motivated so when you're here, it makes sense. You have to care about your dreams enough to be proactive so nobody has to tell you, yo, Lily, do this, do that.
Yeah.
Care. You get what I'm saying? So we got trust, care, and last but not least, we got professionalism. You get what I'm saying? Like, I hate disrespect. I can't stand it. Watch your words, watch your body language, watch how you move, watch how clean the space is. You get what I'm saying? Like, those three things internally, I feel like I have a fourth one, I'm sorry. Character.
Yeah.
You know, strength of character. Shit is not always perfect. Things go bad. Don't panic every time things go bad. When you get told to do something, don't overreact. You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
It's little things like that I feel like have kept us moving smoothly. And I always tell my team that I would take you guys to any other business and I feel like we'd be successful because of our character, because of those 4 words I said. It doesn't matter what business we're in. As long as the team has that, the team has trust, care, respect, professionalism, y'all can go anywhere. Y'all can do anything.
All right, fucking
No
with
bad.
it.
No bad. No bad. You heard that shit? I heard it.
Especially me when it comes to like even running a podcast. That's what I look for. The same things. And I'm piggybacking off of even what you said. What do you feel like are the most important qualities in creating a team? Because we talk about your team. Shout out to Double M Team.
Yeah, shout out to the team, man, for real. Shout out to the team.
So what do you feel like is the most important thing in creating a team and maintaining a healthy team?
Maintaining, I kind of broke down creating a team, what we look for. As far as maintaining it, for me specifically, I'll tell you what I do a little bit. As a CEO, it's not just, oh my God, he's CEO. Nah. As a CEO, I actually my main goal, my main job is to push the brand, make sure our product is of high quality, and most importantly, keep the team together. So you asking me that, how do I keep the team together? I keep the communication high, and I keep the respect high, okay? If you have a problem with somebody in this room, I'll tell you, you tell me the problem. I'll tell you, hey, I get how you feel. This is how you should word it to this person. But make sure you word it. Make sure you communicate. sometimes I'm always the person who brings somebody onto the team, right? And a lot of times they build their trust with me first. But how I keep them, how I like integrate them, I'll make sure they have their own relationships with everybody else.
Their own personal relationships.
Don't talk to me. Hey, bro, just come to the studio without me. You get what I'm saying? Like, start building, start communicating with everybody, start actually building a brotherhood with everybody. That's how I keep the team together. That way it's like we're all in sync. You get what I'm saying? You could talk to Zach and he'll probably tell you the same shit I'm telling you, you know? And that's how I like it because we communicate so much. So, yeah.
Okay. So, what is something that you didn't preview in bringing a studio to life? Like, something that you didn't know then that you thankful that you know now?
Great question. It's funny. I was just telling my engineer that, my chief engineer, Maestro, that when I sold him a dream when he first came on, like, we're better. Right now, we're currently better than the dream that I sold. And that's what I'm going to talk about, right? So your question was like, what didn't I preview in this vision? As a visionary, I dream big and I think big. My chief of strategy, he calls it, there's lateral movement and there's vertical movement. So when I first started a studio, I used to tell myself, I'm about to have 50 studios. I'm going to be like McDonald's, you feel me? It's going to be a studio everywhere. But as we were building, our chief of strategy was like, hey, look, building another studio that operates the same way as this one, that's a lateral step. That's like adding one. He was like, how can we maximize just one? How can we move vertically with just one? Okay? And that's when he was like, look, bro, I think we should we've built a great community. We have a lot of respect. Our brand is always boosting. You get what I'm saying? Let's turn this into a membership-based studio. Let's see what we can really do. You know, let's have the artists, not only are we saving them money, but let's have them just pay the upfront money. You know, they don't have to penny pinch at the door anymore. Pay the upfront money. That allows them to save money, allows us to provide way more for them. You get what I'm saying? And things just flow smoother. Really love where we are right now. All these events that we've been doing, shit, this is awesome to me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't envision this, so that makes me really happy. And shit, coming from the visionary,
Coming from the visionary himself.
If
I say so myself.
You feel me? There's things I don't see, so shit.
And you know, that's the one thing about what you just said, vision. Like, one thing or like one quote I love that people say is like, God might not give you what you imagine. He might give you even more.
Exactly.
He might give you even more. So it's like, just keep the vision alive. Because one thing for sure, what you see and what you can tell somebody else is not always what somebody can get. It don't click like that.
Exactly.
It's like you gotta bring the vision to life.
Exactly.
You gotta bring the vision to life. How do you feel like owning a studio gets in a way of like you making music? Because I know you say you do music for fun. Is it something that you want to do more?
For everybody out there, Boss Beez got heat. I'm not lying to y'all, I got heat. But
baby, let me stop.
Look. She know, I promise you.
No,
Yeah. Okay. Just so that's clear. But I don't plan on dropping music anytime soon. I don't plan on dropping music at all, to be honest. I don't want anything to distract anybody from my purpose. You get what I'm saying? And like I said, that's to create this experience for artists. So I don't want anything to distract them from that. You feel me? Distract the public from that. But so that being said, owning the studio doesn't really get in the way of that. It more so gets in the way of me being the manager, which is how I came up. You get what I'm saying? So just to answer that, like, ever since I really started playing my role as the CEO of the studio and building this community, I've had to delegate a lot of my managerial tasks to my chief of A&R, YG Devin. You get what I'm saying? And shout out to Dev. He's really taken on a lot of, responsibilities when it comes to Nash B. I want that to be clear. Like, you get what I'm saying? So this is the value of having a good team. But that's really the main thing, being a CEO of Double M Studios kind of got in the way of a little bit. But just to keep that answer going, there's also another side of it. Like I told you earlier in the podcast, the studio is the engine. The engine is what makes money for you to reinvest. You get what I'm saying? So me focusing on the engine is not necessarily a bad thing because it provides Dev the investment money to flex whatever ideas he has. You get what I'm saying? So it's sweet and sour.
So with that being said, do you ever doubt the decision you made to create the space?
I don't doubt shit. Like I there's no space for doubt. I mean it with all my heart. Like, there is no space for doubt. We just talked about burning the boats. You're at war and there's no way to go back home. You can't take a step backward. My nigga, you could lose. You could definitely lose. You could die on this battlefield. This ship could sink. That is the truth. That's a fact.
Yeah.
But worry is all in your head. Doubt is all in your head. Motivation is also all in your head. You get what I'm saying? Like joy, tenacity, that's also all in your head. I'd rather choose to think about that shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, I go rock climbing, like real rock climbing. No ropes, no nothing. You fall.
Fuck no.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like you fall, you're fucking dead. Imagine the second you have doubt on that climb, the second you let doubt creep in, you let fear creep in, your body literally freezes. Like you forget how to fucking move.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be fucked up then.
Imagine having doubt in here. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just to go a little further in that, like, I'm the emotional leader of the family. Like, you get what I'm saying? When I come in this motherfucker mad, you could feel it. When I come in here really happy, you can feel it. Like, you get what I'm saying? So, imagine if I came in here doubtful. Imagine if I came in here worried. Come on, guys. Now everybody's... You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want that shit. So, even if, you know, the devil's trying to play with me and he's trying to let that doubt creep in, well, that devil gonna have to work, cause that shit ain't that shit
ain't on this side.
That shit ain't on this side. I don't have time for it.
What is the dopest thing you can say happened at Double M's ever since you opened the stores?
Alright, see, I could keep talking about the family. Okay, I'll say one internal thing. Dopest thing is everything I've learned. Like, I feel like I've grown a lot by being surrounded by good, healthy people. And I'm not trying to sound boring and corny. Like, I mean this shit. Like, being around my brothers, but like people who are actually on the same journey with you, you think that shit is just like people just say it all the time. But like, no, like, there's a difference. Like, you feel fuller. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's been a good experience for me internally. Externally, one of my favorite moments at the studio, honestly speaking, this might not be my favorite moment, but I was just around him the other day and he crossed my mind first, was when Big Flock came to the studio. But I'll tell you why. He came late, right? This is at our old studio. He comes late and you know, you're nervous. You know, Big Flock, I grew up a fan type shit, so it's like, you know, I'm about to meet Big Flock. Yeah, Flock is a legend in the DMV.
Yeah,
Let's be real.
Yeah.
Okay. So Flock come through, and I'm big on character. First thing he say, he look at me. He say, "What's up, bro? Big Flock." He goes around the whole room. "What's up, bro? Big Flock." And I'm in my head like, nigga, we all know who you are. like, you get what I'm saying? But it was still like,
humbling. That
was my first experience of like, this is the energy I like. Like, this nigga is Big Flock, but he's over here introducing himself. Like, it was like, damn, that shit felt good. Like, it was like, it gave you hope for the world. Like, this industry is not just attention and ego. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is a nigga at the top being so humble, and he might not even remember that shit. I brought it up to him, you know, like last week type shit, but like, that shit meant a lot to me. You feel me? No back. Shout out Big Flock.
Hey, shout out Big
Flock.
Flock.
Nigga, keep a Glock, nigga. Yeah.
I ain't about to start rapping Big Flock. I'm gonna get right with this bitch.
And shout out to his manager too, AZ. You feel me? AZ been around me for a very long time. He's helped us out a lot. Shout out to him.
So, what can I say? What is some advice you would give to a CEO of any company? Like, how do you feel like you learned that advice to even give it out?
Experience is how I learned it. You feel me? Experience is how I learned it. Being the CEO of a company and being under other CEOs. You get what I'm saying? I've seen a lot of what to do and what not to do. So that's where my advice is coming from. But the advice I would give is, please don't read a fucking book and, oh, this is a CEO. This is exactly who I'm gonna be. Don't look at your favorite CEO and say, this is how Diddy is, so let me act just like Diddy. I'll just go a little deeper. I hate when people are like, oh my God, Boss Beez, you're this, That's not who I am. I'm my own man. I'm my own CEO. I have my own leadership tactics on how I could keep my team together, build the trust. You feel me? Like, so my advice, just to sum it up, is be yourself, pace yourself, and last but not least, trust. Trust is what you need to be a CEO. Trust is what you need for people to like follow your vision without too much pushback and turmoil. That shit stresses you out. So trust. You feel what I'm saying? Build that shit up.
Trust.
And yeah, trust.
Trust.
No bap. And be yourself, dog. Please. Stop
So,
doing
what can you say is your favorite part about living the CEO lifestyle, entrepreneur lifestyle?
You know, I'm glad you asked that question. That lifestyle is not easy. That lifestyle comes with a lot of ups and downs financially. You reinvest in a new studio, you just reinvested all your money. So what do you think is going on right now? You get what I'm saying? Like, you have no money type shit. You know what I'm saying? Until things build up again. So before I even get to the glamours, this shit gets hard. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But my favorite part about it is that I get to do what I want to do. It might sound so simple, but I'm excited about reaching out to artists and trying to get them in the doors. I'm excited about throwing events and I get to be the person speaking. Nigga, I'm working right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm excited about that. Like, life could be hard, but every day I wake up and I don't even want to say, I wake up on my time and I do me. No, like, I wake up for something bigger than me. Like, I feel like I'm actually, it's not just me. Like, there's the impact I provide to the community, but like, think about what I'm doing for my brothers too. You get what I'm saying? Like, if this shit works, I'm not the only person who eats off this shit. It's not only my family and my generational wealth. Like, this shit could set niggas up for life. Like, you get what I'm saying? So, I just feel like, I don't know, like, I'm protected by God and I wake up for something bigger than me. So that shit, like, I don't know, that's my favorite part about this life,
I actually really love your response because,
thank you.
One thing about what people say is a boss or a leader is you're not a boss until you have put food on other people's plate, where you have given somebody else the ability to eat. And like you just said, just because it could be an idea that stemmed from your head, just because it could be something that you talked to in a small group, it's bigger than you. It's something that is so bigger than you. And I love how you even bring that energy into this space, into my podcast.
Hell yeah.
Being that it's bigger than you, it's bigger than me, it's bigger than all of us. It's all about community and outreach. And I love having you on here to discuss that. Like, the community, the outreach, the ideas of just putting people on. Like, bringing recognition to the things that people overlook. And that shit happens a lot within our community. Getting overlooked, getting downplayed. And it's just like, nah, when we got an idea, and that shit bang too. That shit bang too.
Exactly. Judging ourselves too hard, each other too hard. Like, and you know, credit to you too. That's why I did this podcast, and I was really excited about it. Cause look, Miss Melanated, what are we doing here? We're shining light on the black community.
Yeah.
Our people. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like why wouldn't somebody do this? You get what I'm saying? So like I said, this is bigger than both of us. You feel me? Like.
Yeah.
We get shit. Somebody might watch this podcast and say, damn, I like his tattoos, or I like the way she curses. Like, she... no bullshit. That, you know what that makes us? Relatable. You get what I'm saying? And when people see stuff like that, like, damn, he got tattoos just like me. Or, damn, she says fuck just like me. Yeah. But she's also running her own podcast. This nigga also has his own studio. If they can do it, I can do it. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
And that's the whole purpose of this shit.
Amen.
That's the whole purpose of this shit. Like, really to bring light into what people want to do and give them faith in the ability to know that you can do it too.
Exactly.
You can do it too. So, how does the membership at Double M Studios work? I know you was talking about you created a whole membership platform that people could come in and not worry, but how does that membership work?
100. Before I even answer that question, sorry, I want to say shout out to my team one last time. They really help everything function in here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not just
you,
me.
Yeah.
Like, I sometimes I feel like I don't do anything to be honest. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that being said, with the membership, we have 3 different tiers. Okay, we have the hobbyist, the creator, and the professional. With the hobbyist, you get 4 hours a month. Matter of fact, you pay 1 yearly membership fee. It's not a pay every month, guys. It's 1 yearly investment. 1 yearly investment. The lowest tier, you get 4 hours a month. Middle tier, you get 10 hours a month. And the highest tier, you get 20 hours a month. What I always tell artists is that you guys are spending a lot of money on production and not enough on marketing. So I want to help save production money. Do you get what I'm saying? And if you guys do the math, I don't want to go too deep into the numbers. Check it out on our website and everything like that. But you'll see you're saving a ton of money that you could reinvest into your marketing. And on top of that, we have a great community that probably helps you save money on marketing. You get what I'm saying? Somebody would probably have to pay fucking $500 to end up on a podcast, but because they're a member, we'll have one of our members on this podcast.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It's again, I don't want to go into too much logistics on how the memberships works. Just all I'll say is we have 3 different tiers, and this is to help you grow exponentially. You guys, did I say the right word?
Yeah.
Did I really say the right word?
Exponential growth.
Exponential growth. You feel me? Like, seriously, like I can't stress that enough. Let's talk. I want to talk about our members real quick. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have a bunch of creators. We have artists. We have photographers, videographers, graphic designers, podcasters. You get what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that. So I always tell our members, like, the bigger the community, the better it gets, because we can serve each other. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you need a photographer for your next podcast, it's nothing to go on the community app and just, hey, does anybody want, to take some shots, try some things out? Cool. Building. In my head, I want an artist to finish recording, right? Once he finished recording, he goes on our community app. He's like, look, I need a cover done. Graphic designer, like, I got you, bro. No problem. Hey, Beez, can we have a quick strategy conversation so we could talk about the rollout? No problem, bro. Boom, boom, boom. What else do you need? Oh, you just started a business? Do you need a website done? We do that shit too, because we want to help you grow in that sense. Keep everything in-house. Keep the shit flowing. Keep our production high, our marketing high, and let's move forward. You get what I'm saying? That's where my head is as far as the membership and our members.
So how long has the studio been open? And, like, how do you hope to see it grow?
Studio has been open this is year 3. The past 2 years, we were at a different location in Albany. Mm-hmm. We had one booth, it was like one room type of space. As of February 1st, 2023, we just moved into this space. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. We just moved into this space, so we're on year 3 as a studio, as a brand. As far as this space, we're fucking months in. And how do I plan on seeing it grow? Again, my only focus, I'll say this now, I'm just worried about building the community and keeping the quality of our product higher and higher and higher. By the end of this year, I have around 50 members right now. By the end of this year, I want 500 members. By the end of this year, I want to feel like, damn, my members talk to each other more than they talk to me.
Y'all heard
That's the vibe I want.
Get on
That's where the studios. I want there to be so much members that I'm forced to get a bigger spot.
Get on in here.
Yeah, you feel me? The community is my only goal. Making sure everybody I'm around is impacted positively. Making sure my family's good. And that's the only shit I'm worried about.
All right.
That's all.
I love it. So let the people know where they can go to join the studio and what is the easiest form of communication and getting in contact with y'all to help them get in, to help to see it grow.
Well, you guys can either tap in with us on Instagram. You know, we post our culture a lot on Instagram. Or you could check our website out. Our website is very concise. All you gotta do is scroll down and just read and go through it. You'll see the whole team, everything. As far as easiest point of contact, DM me. DM somebody you know is at the studio, to be honest with you. Or email us. Only thing I would say is, just be respectful. That's it. You know,
let the people know what's the email.
Email hello@mstudios.com.
All right.
That's it. You feel me? And IG Boss Beez _ _MStudios _.
All right.
Yeah.
So y'all heard it here first. Not second, the fuck. Anyway.
No, back. This is the first podcast Let me say something before you even get to that. My bad. This is the first podcast in this space. This is my first interview since I started feeling this good again. I want to say big shout out to Miss Melanated. Not only is she doing her thing right now, but she plans on impacting the community as well, and hers too. You feel me? It's all one and the same. We like-minded people. You feel me?
Let's get it.
She also does catering. She's been catering at our events.
You already know the melanated menu for the fact.
You feel me? Like, and I'm talking about that shit is torch. Alright? She's been doing her thing, so I'm really grateful for this. I really love the first 2 steps of our partnership, and I hope we can keep building. Hell fucking that's it.
No,
you feel
my
me?
guy. You already know, my guy. Y'all heard it here first. Miss Melanated Podcast, where we support Black creatives all over the DMV. Tune in for the next episode to see which creative will be on next.
Deuces.